Hi, we're here for the Local Hero Awards and it is the podcast. Today we're going to be talking to all the wonderful finalists and I have here with me Leighton.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Looking rather dapper, I must say.
We always like to put something which represents what we talk for.
We're repping, right? So today I want to have a little bit of a chit chat with you about your journey because you've been nominated for Best Community Project.
That's right, yeah.
Right? And your project started with you, your story, your journey.
Yeah, it did.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So it came from a space of where I needed help, I needed support from some things that I was going through, and kind of reached out to groups that I thought could help support me, and for different reasons, either they weren't able to support me, or they just didn't feel right. It wasn't the right kind of space or environment for me.
You.
Sometimes I'd go to them and actually, it wasn't my type of people.
Wait, what was that? It wasn't your type of people?
Yeah.
They weren't cool enough, or?
No, it just felt that it was a different demographic.
Right.
It tended to be people that did the same music as me, didn't have the same interests as me.
So you felt it was quite important for you to be able to relate and connect wherever you were going for that support.
Yeah, that to me is the most important thing. So in order to open up and be vulnerable, you need to feel safe.
Right.
And music's very important to me. So if I'm speaking to people that kind of don't understand the music I listen to, or the area that I grew up, or the people that I associate with, then I'm not going to open up to them.
Okay.
I guess it's a bit like being in the playground. You're going to gravitate to people that are like you.
Yeah, you want to feel that connect, don't you?
That's it. So I'd had some good news on what was, a really dark day, and kind of left that space and was with my friend. And I said, one day I'm going to be in a position where I can do something to help people like me that are going through things and want to run something different. So I went on a journey of trying to explore different spaces, different things that would work for me. And actually I found the thing that worked best for me was women's groups.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I found that, and what I realised is that when it comes to mental health and talking and sharing, women have been doing this for years.
Right.
You think back through history, you'd have the women in the village in kind of Africa, in Japan, in Mexico, they'd be on the riverside washing the clothes, talking.
It's about the
sharing.
grouping together and kind of sharing each other's experiences and supporting each other through that.
That's it. Yeah, and then I thought, well, this is what we've done. Why as men are we trying to reinvent the wheel? So let's look at what women are doing and let's kind of let's replicate that from then. So that's where I started to look a little bit more about what they look like, the different things that they did, and started doing things like vision boards and crafting and thinking, how do we get men into this? And the woman I spoke to were like, well, we'd actually be interested in trying that, but because the men were like, oh, well, I don't want people to see me doing it. So it was trying to put things together that would encourage a similar type of environments, but friendly spaces for men where there wasn't the stigma of maybe doing something which wasn't masculine.
Right.
We're able to open up and share in ways that maybe they wouldn't do.
They wouldn't do normally.
And taking away from let's go down the pub, or let's get a bottle of whiskey, or whatever it was that, in different groups would do. So kind of talking about intersectionality and different cultures, different communities. Everyone deals with it slightly differently. So it's trying to find something that fit in a way that people could have their space, be free, be open.
And was the idea to kind of cut across cultures, or to have that element of a common space or a common thing that maybe you might do within various cultures?
Yeah, so I come from quite a diverse community, so it was really important that, again, it reflected that nature, that it wasn't just one kind of group. It was open to everybody. I believe there's an importance to have spaces for individual cultures and needs, but also a need to learn and grow from each other. And that's where really the allyship message comes in. So everything we do is based around allyship. So allyship with women, allyship with different cultures, and looking to learn and take the best of what people are doing to help themselves.
Excellent. And where did this, is it Talk Tool or Tool?
Toolbox Talks.
Toolbox Talks.
That's it, yeah.
How does that kind of fit into all this?
The name itself comes from construction sites. On a construction site, if you've got something which needs a fix, you need to identify a risk and find a way to resolve it. We'd always do what's called toolbox talks, which was a very simple chat on the tools whilst you're working, and some agreements on how you're going to work moving forwards.
Okay.
So actually, that's what we do. We get together as men, we talk about what the problems are, what we think we can do, we share ideas. We don't, as men normally do, offer solutions, but we just talk about what's worked for us or what signposting is available, and then we contract what we're going to do next. So that's where the toolbox talks come from, and the name for the actual project itself is Work in Process.
Okay.
So it fits quite nicely with that. So work in process is all based around believing that people have the raw materials within them to be able to do something, but in order to refine raw materials, you need tools. So the tools in the toolbox talks to help define.
So it all kind of connects, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And that element of working process is something that you did for yourself, isn't it? It's kind of a journey that you took for yourself. In terms of where you were and the challenges that you were facing in your personal life, and how that transpired into wanting to do something for other men. What were some of the challenges that you faced in kind of firstly getting men on board? Because, you know, you took all your good stuff from us ladies, didn't you?
Well, the one thing we haven't mastered yet is just getting that commitment from men. So because there's still a stigma, sometimes there's people who've booked onto sessions and workshops, and sometimes they're even paid to come along, and they don't come, or sometimes they'll be hanging around outside and there's that nervousness to go in. So that's where we need the kind of camaraderie and allyship of knowing that it is a safe space and people to talk their experiences of being there. So some of the things we'll be doing over the next couple of months is getting some testimonials from people who've come along to share what the first one was like and what they took from it. Anyone that kind of comes along is like, when's the next one? What more can we do? So I think it's just challenging that stigma of men not talking. And I hear this all the time, that men don't talk. And I really do get on the bandwagon of this, is saying that men do talk, just need the space and the environments to do it. And I always talk about football. Because in football, we create spaces for men to be vulnerable. We create spaces that when they celebrate, they run up to each other, they hug, they roll on the floor together.
You see that on the telly, don't you? You see it. You see that unity.
That's it.
Amongst the team.
And if they don't win or it goes badly, then they'll cry together. So when we create an environment for men to share, men will do it. We just need to have more spaces and more time and more environments where they can do that.
So if you could say anything, because we're talking about the barriers, if you could say anything to any of the men that are out there that are struggling right now, or who, you know, are really challenged with their emotions, their mental well-being, because that's what it's about, and getting the right support, what would you say to them? And you can tell them right there.
Well, the spaces are there. They are there. If you go, there's many ways you can look. They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram. But find the space that works for you. Find the space where you feel comfortable. And if you go to one and it doesn't work, don't stop. Try again. There'll be other spaces out there that will work for you. On the 19th of November, it's International Men's Day. And on that day, there's a conference that we're putting together. It's the first time it's going to ever happen. International Men's Day conference and exhibition. That'll be a space where there's different organisations will be there for you to come along and have a look at what they're doing or what they're offering. So you'll have a chance to experience that for yourself in a safe environment with other men. Well
done. And I think it's absolutely amazing what you're doing.
Thank you.
What are you looking forward to? You've got, you've been nominated. You're now a finalist. It's the last kind of leg. You're going to be there on the 11th of October. What are you looking forward to?
Well, I think really it's, again, being able to highlight the challenges that men have in a big arena. There's some good food, which we like food.
Yep. That's right.
And then being able to use that platform to show other people that people do care, and things like the awards where people can come along and be celebrated for that is great. So hopefully we'll get a chance to meet other people and see what they're doing. Great. Thank you so much, Lake. Thank you for explaining what you do, explaining all the hard work that you put in to get it this far. When did you start? When did you start this wonderful initiative? So we set up in January. This year, yeah. Did you hear that? So all this hard work has been done
from January till now. That is absolutely fantastic. Hats off to you, shoes off to you, and that's all about all we're going to get off, but we keep this kosher. But well done. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I will see you on the 11th of October.
On the 11th. Thank you.
At the Soffitel Hotel for the Local Hero Awards.
Thank you.
Thank you.